Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we're back with another video. As you know, the goal of this channel is to explore the best trading strategies and run automated backtests on them. We do all the heavy and complex work so you can easily benefit from the results. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you to a new and powerful strategy presented by Mr. Arty. Mr. Arty is quite popular on YouTube, and many of you probably know him. I think this strategy is really good because it uses a combination of several indicators. One of these indicators is the Phoenix indicator, which Mr. Arty has introduced and talked about. The code for this indicator is locked, but we managed to reverse engineer it and include it in our strategy. Mr. Arty has combined this indicator with RSI, and I'll explain everything in detail for you. The first condition is the Phoenix indicator. In this indicator, you must have a 200 moving average. We enter a long position when the price is above the 200 MA, and we enter a short position when it's below. So, the first condition is the 200 moving average. The second condition is the time session, which says you should only enter trades during the US session. Avoid trading on Saturdays and Sundays, which I strongly agree with. However, you can also enter during the London session. The next topic is the engulfing patterns considered within the indicator. These include some green and red engulfing patterns, which can be single or triple candlestick patterns. We enter positions with the confirmation of these engulfing patterns. There are also a few filters, like the RSI 50. If the RSI is above 50, it's only allowed for long positions, and if it's below 50, only for shorts. There's also an exit filter where if the RSI divergence is against the direction of the position, you should exit. If an engulfing pattern forms after the divergence, you should enter a long position. These are some of the features this strategy offers us. We don't mess with Mr. Arty's code or the RSI because we've already included all of this in the strategy and coded it. The strategy we have here and are going to use has shown very good results. For example, it has a 50% net profit on the 5-minute time frame, which is quite attractive. We've set it to enter trades only in the New York time frame with 2 candlestick confirmations, single and triple engulfing patterns. These 2 conditions are our entry criteria. We've also considered the 200 moving average for entries, which makes things more efficient. The other filters included in this indicator, according to Mr. Arty's suggestions, include one called the RSI 50 filter. When the RSI is above 50, we enter a long position, and when it's below 50, only for short positions. Maybe the results are slightly worse with this currency, but it might get better by changing the currency, time frame, or settings. We also have another filter called divergence, where after activating it, we check the last 50 candlesticks. This means there must be a confirmed divergence in the last 50 candlesticks before entering a position. This can make the results better or worse. The next point is about entering positions and setting stops. We enter positions with the confirmation of engulfing patterns. For stop losses, we've considered the ATR of 1 candlestick. This means we set the stop loss to the size of that 1 candlestick and double it for the take profit. The risk to reward ratio is set to 2. These factors determine how the position will be managed. We also have a bunch of other options like trailing stop, order size, or the days and hours of the week when you should enter trades. All of these are included in the strategy, and you can easily use it across different currencies and time frames to see if it works for you or not. By changing the time frame, you can determine if these settings are effective, and if they are, how so. For example, it automatically has a 40% win rate, which is quite different in a robot, since the robot doesn't sleep and isn't affected by day or night. That's why the story is very different. In all of our strategies, we've included a summary report for you. Using this strategy is through membership. If you want, you can code your own strategy or get access to one of these strategies. Just message me on Telegram. I'll help you as much as I can. As you can see, the stop loss and take profit levels are also specified. By changing the currency and time frame, you can see how this strategy performs on different currencies. For example, the T currency has an acceptable drawdown and a good win rate. If you switch the currency to Saga, you'll see its performance again. This strategy is really good because even with changing currencies and without any special optimization, it still gives good results. Another important point to consider is that by changing the currency, time frame, and market conditions, like adding the London session to the New York session, or changing the type of engulfing patterns, the results change. You can try these changes and see how they impact your profitability and position taking. This is part of why I think this is a really good strategy. When we look at several currencies in general, we see that even without any special optimization, it's profitable. This means that, for each currency, you need to have its specific settings and optimize it. But this strategy helps you get a general overview of your performance, which I think is positive and good. For example, on the 5-minute time frame, it performed 274 trades with a 40% win rate, risking 1%. The number of trades was high, starting from 24/6/24 and lasting for about 2 months and a few days. With these conditions, it has given us good profits in several currencies. I highly recommend that you use the strategy. If you want to use it manually, you can do that too. If you want the automated version to connect to exchanges or anything else, I'm here to help. Just message me and I'll give you access on Telegram. Wishing you success and prosperity. Take care.